Thursday evening to all of you. My name is Sveta Silverman, sometimes known as Dr. Silverman, and I am extremely honored today and delighted to have a co-presenter who is not only my business partner, but actually one of the closest friends and maybe a confidant, incredible Melanie Wakeland. So both of us are in Alberta, Canada. I am in Edmonton. Melanie is on the outskirts of Edmonton. And we are here, we gathered today to talk about something amazing. So first of all, as we started, happy and healthy New Year to you all. And hope 21 is going to be a little less challenging than 2020. So, I'm going to flash a couple slides, which are actually reflecting my appearance in Lifevantage. Lifevantage began in the lab with a single question: is declining health something we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? And is it all about the genes? Or maybe it's not all about the genes. So here's my story, guys. Yes, I am a physician. I'm a double trained physician, one time in Russia and one time in Canada. In 2003, life changed upside down. Mom was diagnosed with deadly cancer. And I was at a crossroad. I didn't know what to do. So since mom crossed, I started learning health every which way. Now, my father, on the other hand, and mom passed away at 73. My father, who overlived my mother, passed away at 84. But for the last almost 30 years of his life, he was halfway paralyzed. So when mom died and my father died, and it seems like my family tree, when you start following my family tree, the age actually goes down. My great-grandmother passed away at 88. My grandmother passed away at 78. My mom passed away at 73. My father passed away from multiple vascular episodes. Am I doomed? Are my genes doomed? And that's why not only when I started learning health, nutrition, hydration, exercise since 2004, I'm on the journey. I was introduced to Lifevantage in 2013, coming to one of the presentations exactly for the matter of what else can I do? Is it all about my genes? Or I can actually impact my life and my health through different modalities. And Lifevantage started basically in 2003 with an ABC expose. However, that's how I look into my presence in Lifevantage. Every time I present, I start with that 2003, 2005 expose because I actually think it's absolutely timeless. And it gives the concept of what is it all about in the main part. So let's watch it.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease,
Yes,
depression.
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
So that's what it is. You know, when I was introduced to Lifevantage, as a physician and especially as a cell doctor, I really didn't understand the concept of oxidative stress. We'll touch on it a little later. So what happened? Why are we here today? In 2005, when it's aired, 15 years ago, it was a huge deal. They didn't have the breaking news like they have today in the United States of America. So their breaking news was the reduction of oxidative stress and anti-aging. Hope you're laughing and smiling. So, but it was a big deal. The telephone went off the hook. 5 million orders were placed. It was a huge deal. The only problem is when this expose aired, and sort of, there was calmness to after placing orders and stuff, to the very small company. Everything, the excitement died down because, again, in 2005, the concept of oxidative stress was entirely new. Well, to be honest with you, the concept of oxidative stress is new now. And maybe that's why the best way to talk about health is mouth to mouth. It's mouth to mouth, even when we are on Zoom, when we are upon virtual connection temporarily. But that's how we introduce people. I will show you that the database and the literature, it's great, but there is nothing better than personal connection and touch and the personal stories. So let's talk a little bit about oxidative stress and about something that is called Protandim, something that you just saw upon ABC investigative report. So Protandim, why was I so not intrigued? No, I was like high on it because I didn't know the concept of oxidative stress, and I certainly didn't know the concept of NRF2 activation. What I knew is this. I knew that those 5s need to be in my body. That's all I knew at that time. Now, why? What is oxidative stress? Let me ask you a simple question. And unfortunately, I can see, I probably will not see your live answers. Are any of you stressed right now? Melanie, are you stressed? I think everyone, unmute yourself. You can say, yes, I am stressed. Everybody is stressed today. Everybody is stressed.
Absolutely.
And what is this stress today? This is our uncertainty. This is our perceived panic and stuff. This is our what's happening with the surrounding, that everything is closed and nowhere you can go. This is a stress about your children who are homeschooled and cannot go to school and cannot socialize. That is stress. How do you feel this stress? Do I feel stressed? Absolutely. What does it mean for my cells? It means oxidative stress. Cellular stress is called oxidative stress. In lame words and simple words, it's called cellular garbage. Now, we already kind of mentioned what causes this and something else that what we're living in. But when you look back to the slide, or it's here as well, it's replicating, as you see, cellular stress, or starting from any kind of stress modality, going into the cell, it's not going to spare any cells in the body, meaning that's what you see. You see every organ is subjected to oxidative stress, aka it's subjected to cellular garbage. Now, we started with the question, is it about the genes? Is it about the age? Well, we need to know, it's like a car. When the car is getting older, it's rustier. When the car is getting older, it's very hard, it's harder to drive it. It doesn't, kind of rotate, and it's harder to clean itself. So you need to tune into your car, right? You need to do the checkup and the cleanup and take it to the garage more often. That's what happens in the cells. Cells get rustier, cells get dirtier, and the cleaning apparatus doesn't work because we are aging and we are polluting from inside. So what do you do? How do you clean cellular garbage? Well, you clean cellular garbage bringing something from the outside, which is called vitamins, which is called good food and nutrition. As you can see here by blueberries or some green food or your beautiful citrus fruit and stuff. However, you absolutely need to bring on and tune up your inner cellular apparatus. So now what I was just telling you about, that oxidative stress is a free radical damage. So how do we clean free radical damage? We clean it by negating with antioxidants. So when I told you you need to eat your fruits and vegetables and fats and good foods, meaning that you are eating your antioxidants, your vitamins. However, when I told you that we need to tune up our inner cleaning apparatus cellular, that's when you need to make your own antioxidants. And then you need both. You need the ones from the outside, and you need the ones from the inside. However, look at the ratio. Look at the potency. When we make antioxidants, we clean free radicals at a vast higher rate. Now, but it has to go together in synergy. Now, when in 2005 ABC aired this report, I told you that the company, the oxidative stress, it was such a novel concept, but it's great when it's a novelty. Then the science research is just absolutely vivid on it. So what separates Pretandem or Lifevantage from others is the evidence, is the validity of research. There are over 25 peer-reviewed studies that have been done at these institutions. University of Harvard University, Louisiana State University, 3 studies on Pretandem and different types of skin cancer in mice, obviously. American Heart Association funded the study that was published in none other a Circulation journal, one of the most conservative journals in allopathic medicine. So the validation, you need also to understand that that research hasn't been done on the elements or on the ingredients. No, it was done on the branded product. That's what separates us. My excitement when I started not only taking Prakanam, that was number one, but then doing my research, then I discovered oxidative stress, and then I discovered NRF2. And NRF2 is the switch that turns on our cellular vacuum cleaners, bringing them back from dustbusters into Dysons. And for me, it was exciting. And then I started attending conferences. I have attended 3 out of 5 world conferences on NRF2. There were 5 in the world. That's how new it is. That's how exciting it is. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promotion approach in the foreseeable future. That's how exciting it is. Now, okay, fine. The law number 1 in everywhere, even in your house, even in your kids' rooms, clean the room, clean the house. It doesn't matter what kind of paint you're going to put on your walls. If they're moldy, it's not going to work. You need to get to the foundation and clean the garbage. Fine, we did that. What else do we need? So what else do we need in the cells? We need to make them work. How do we make them work? How do you make the car run? You turn on the engine. Now, even if you turn on the engine, you need some gas, you need some energy. So what are the engines of the cells? It's called mitochondria. Mitochondria is a cellular engine. And what does it give to us? It gives us energy, literally. So if there is no mitochondria, the cell doesn't survive. It's simple as that. Now, the older we get, the less energy the mitochondria produces. We age. But not only this, for example, if your car runs on one engine, the cells run on multiple engines. So for example, your liver cell runs on hundreds of thousands mitochondria per cell. Your brain, some of the brain parts run on over 2 million mitochondria per cell. Well, that is why, that's what we see with aging. There's some memory lapse that we absolutely don't want to have. So the concept is, can we bring the mitochondria back to vibrancy? Yes, and I think it works 2 ways. A, we bring the numbers, and B, we bring the function back. So this is a second generation of Prakanam, which is basically a mitochondrial boost. We call it NRF1 activator. Why? Because activating NRF1 is going to boost the numbers. However, when you look at the composition, all these 5 ingredients that are made that are synergistic to each other, they actually upregulate mitochondrial pathways, the mitochondrial function. Not only this, so now let's go back to the 3rd generation of Prakanam, which is called NAD. So what is this? So when I tell you that for us to function, we need clean cells and we need great cellular energy, AKA we need mitochondria in numbers and in function. So in order for activate mitochondrial pathways, and these are parts of the mitochondrial pathways, but you need to turn it on. You need the ignition. Oopsie, sorry guys. You need the ignition. And the ignition is that NAD pathway. But NAD, which is in the 3rd generation of Prakanam, again, extremely simple composition. So great synergistic approach. But what happened with NAD, it's not only for mitochondria. What it also does, I'm making you dizzy, I'm sorry. But what also does, it actually works with what is called longevity genes. I don't want to throw a whole bunch of biochemical terms on you. But what happens, what do I mean longevity genes? So these are the genes that basically control the function of our DNA. And what do? They actually relax it. It's like, what do we need to stay healthy? We need to sleep. So DNA also needs to sleep. So NAD, it turns on these guys, sirtuins. And those guys, they calm down our DNA, they relax it, they let it rest. So that is why, to me, that what is called tri-synergizer is critical. Because yes, you can clean the cells, awesome, you already accomplished tremendous, achieved tremendous cellular benefit. B, you add that mitochondria in numbers and in function through NAD per tandem and NRF1 per tandem. And that is your synergy, tri-synergy. So, and that's what this shows. In one of the studies, they did single products, or they evaluated some cellular function using that tri-synergizer. And you don't have to guess, it's right there. It's via these very tall columns, which with huge percentages of synergistic activation. Now, I don't have time today to go over all the products. However, and please, if you are a guest to this presentation, thank you to people who invited you. So please get back with people who kindly invited you to this presentation to talk about Pratanam for dogs and Pratanam for cats. Every morning, one of my girls' cats gets a quarter of Pratanam every morning. But oh, somebody is interested in amazing skincare line or hair care line or some brain drinks. However, I really want to talk to you about microgut, because this month there's a huge, amazing promotion with this bundle. Now, we all know, I'm sure we do, we know that our microgut is a second brain. There is a three. There is a connection between gut, between immune system, and between brain. That's another magnificent trio. Now, immune system these days are kind of very important, correct? Now, I just read that 90% of information that goes to the brain comes from our microgut, and only 10% of the signal goes from the brain to the microgut. So that's the importance of a microgut. Now, you need to understand that your microgut will never be healthy if the gut is not healthy and happy. That is why this is so important, because that cleans and boosts your gut. Now, microgut, here's your probiotic. It's not going to, what's the purpose of all probiotics? To boost, to activate, to repopulate. They're basically kickers in the microbiome or microgut butts. However, I'm sure by now everybody had dinner. Well, microbiota, our microgut, our species, they want to eat too. And they don't thrive or survive on donuts or even on steak. They need their special food, which is called prebiotic. So I'm not going to get into the details of what is exactly prebiotic. I'll just tell you, get a tab, see the list of ingredients, and start taking it. So that is going to feed this. And this is boost your microgut house. This is your microgut house booster. So that's why those three are so amazingly important. My day starts with prebiotic, absolutely, as well as probiotic. I take my probiotic on empty gut, on empty stomach. So now, so this is basically what I wanted to convey. And it is my pleasure and honor to introduce Melanie. So before I sort of introduce Melanie, let me tell you, of course, I am a distributor. I'm not afraid of this. And I'm distributor in the network marketing company. I'm a very proud network marketer, because when it's done right, not only gives you financial, what is called, Melanie is going to talk about residual income. It allows you freedom, but it also, what does it allow you? Properly done network marketing, it gives you family. It gives you family and it gives you friends. So today, I came home to a parcel that finally arrived from United States of America 2 months later. United States Postal Service, 2 months. So this came from one of my distributors, their family. The kids made this mug for me. This is personally made mug. That's love. That's love. That's family. So Melanie Wakelin actually became the family, whether I like it or not, but that's just the fact. So not only she became a very, very close friend, but she's one of those business builders that you want on your team. Somebody, a person who's got a heart, who's got love to people, who's got a high level of professionalism, integrity, and ethics. That's who you want. So Melanie, thank you. Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you so much, Sveta. Are you able to hear me?
Yep, awesome.
Okay. Are you able to see me?
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. You just heard a little bit about Lifevantage products and why Sveta, as a doctor, is so excited about this technology, this science, and this company. Now, you see that screen up there that talks about the perfect meld. I believe right now in Lifevantage, there is not a better time to do a business from home and to partner with a company that has integrity, like Sveta talked about, that is something that you want to be part of. So when I saw these products and I knew what they did and I knew that they could turn on our bodies to have our bodies be the very best version of ourselves, I got super excited. And when I knew that I could also activate my income and have my life be the very best version of my life from an income perspective, I got even more excited. To start with, I was just, exposed to the products and realized that we had something special. With Lifevantage, what you essentially have is a business in the sky. As soon as you sign up to either become a customer or a distributor, and I will tell you, you do not need to be a distributor with this company if you don't want to be. 80% of our force, you might call it, is customers. 80%. So to those people that want to do a business, by all means, you get to work from home. Now, this year has posed extraordinary challenges for people. People working from home with their kids, people trying to, take care of elderly parents, people isolated, people, you know the gamut of what's happened this year. But I would tell you that until this year, I didn't know how much I needed Lifevantage. And I would suspect that is the same for a lot of people. And a lot of people probably right now are trying to figure out a way to create income from home. So with these products and with this company, you have a virtual office in the sky the minute that you sign up to this company. You have a personal online store that you can refer to people and that they can purchase from instantly the minute that they want to from you. So how does it work? Well, we get paid a whole bunch of different ways, and I'm not going to go necessarily into, all the little details, but let's just say that you get paid weekly. There's weekly amounts, there's monthly amounts, there's launch bonuses. You get paid 30 to 40% of the initial commission or the initial order that people make right off the bat. You get team training bonuses. You get to be part of elite pools and participate in global sales that have been done before. So you see these kits down there, how to get started. Sveta went through it really fast, but I just want to tell you now, there's Canadian people on here and there's people from the US and there's probably people from other countries as well. So I'm just going to give you the US amounts right now, but basically there's 3 different packs that you can get started and different varying packs, anywhere from $350 to $1,250 for a wide range of products, depending on where you want to start in this business. My personal recommendation is always to get as much as you can comfortably get right off the get-go, so that you can share it right away with people that are going to want some from you. But that being said, we have such a fabulous opportunity. See, we're traded on the NASDAQ. And because we're traded on the NASDAQ, we not only have the opportunity to buy shares in this wonderful company, but we also have the opportunity to see a publicly disclosed income statement from our average distributors. So if you look up there and you see anywhere from distributor down to executive master Pro 10, and you'll see our foundational rank of Pro 3. And if you go across to the middle there, you'll see the average monthly commissions at paid rank. And you'll go across and you see that it takes on average 8 months to achieve, and that the average Pro 3 gets paid $626 per month. So just to give you an idea of what a Pro 3 volume is essentially yourself signing up with one of those big packs that you just saw in the front and finding the equivalent of 4 other people that would want to do that with you, or a bunch of customers and an assortment of distributors, to a total of 5,000 monthly volume. Now, if you go down to one of our next ranks, Premier Pro 5, you'll see that it takes on average 16 months to achieve. It can be done in much less or more, just depending on how fast or how slow you want to go. And on average, it brings in $3,107 US dollars. Now, an Elite Pro 7, $13,402. So even at the foundational rank of Pro 3, that can cover a car payment, that can cover a child's education payment, that can help towards a mortgage. Right now, people are looking for a way that they can support and help other people create income for themselves. So when I saw this model, I was super excited. And honestly, I had that question, can I do this? Can I do this? And I believe it's the Lifevantage family. It's the Lifevantage support. It's the systems that are in place that have created to a dynamic of success. We have some great trips. We have incentives. We have different things that you can win with Lifevantage. You have the ability to go to Cabo coming up. And I would just say that you are probably either one of 3 people. You are either sitting there looking at those products going, okay, those sound really, really good, and I just want the products in me. And if you are, that's fine. If you're somebody that needs some more information, get back to the person that invited you, or maybe you're the person going, you know what, those products sound great. I maybe don't fully understand activation yet, but it sounds like something I need and sounds like something maybe my dog needs. Then I would suggest that you get back to the person that invited you and be prepared to get in and find out how we can do this together. So this has been one of the, probably honestly, the best things that I've ever done, and the best quality of people that I've ever surrounded myself with. You know, Sveta, as a double trained doctor, is talking to you about a network marketing company and products that she feels are cutting edge. So I would take that to heart, guys. Know that we can activate people's lives. We can activate your wallets. And you know what? I also believe that we can activate your hearts. So that being said, have a great night. Get back to the people that invited you, and peace out from Canada.